So Erik, if you could just talk to us a little bit about your experience with Major League Video Marketing. You were one of the very first people to ever join our program. And if you could maybe just talk a little bit about what your experience has been like, maybe your evolution and your journey as you've kind of have embarked on this path of trying to control your marketing, control your messaging. What has it been like for you and your business?
Yeah, so for me, it's something that I knew I needed to get into with our agency and company, the online marketing, but especially video, right? You start seeing video content, but I really didn't know where to go. So joining your Made You Look Marketing has been a game changer for myself personally, as well as our agency. Has really opened our eyes to the possibilities, ways to market, ways to deliver the message. Has really trained us on that, the script writing, also the content, way to get attention, all the above. So it's just been really good for us from that standpoint. It's really allowed us to really stand out and reach more people, as well as just get more knowledgeable. I mean, the content that's in this is unbelievable, and I've given you a bad time saying, man, you're undercharging for this thing because it's unbelievable, and you keep rolling out more and more for us. So it's just exciting to see where this has gone and where it's going and what it's done for our agency.
Awesome. If you were to if somebody were to talk with you and they were to say, Erik, give me your, I'm on the fence about maybe joining the program, or, I'm kind of looking at it versus this program or that program, or I'm trying to think about what directions I need to take. What advice would you give somebody in that position?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have done other programs, I would say, not quite like this, because I really don't think there is one like this, but the other ones, it's, I always feel like programs will give you just enough, but not really the meat and potatoes, if that makes sense. Right. I could tell when I first started with your course, it was just, everything was there. There was no hidden agendas. It's here, let's pull back the covers and let's look at everything here. And that's really important when evaluating. So that would be my recommendation, is someone that really is wanting to look at, doing a deep dive in this, understanding kind of everything from beginning to end, and really getting a good grasp and knowledge of how to perform when it comes to creating video content, marketing, all the above. This is the place to be. So that's where I would just tell them is if you're really looking to deep dive in, get knowledgeable, and really learn this stuff, this is where you want to go.
And one last question: what would you say was your biggest struggle? For some people, it's ads. For some people, it's just being on camera or knowing what to say or all that stuff. What would you say was your biggest struggle with using video in your business? And maybe how has that kind of progressed, or how have you kind of gotten around that?
Well, one was just the consistency, right? The consistency and getting comfortable on the camera. So when you wait 3 months to do a second video, even if something's short, all the nerves are there. But two, it's learning how to do the editing, the processing. I used to try to, think of a 1 or 2 minute conversation and try to run all the way through, because I didn't know how to edit. So kind of learning that and knowing that you can segment this thing, it's made it much more enjoyable, less cumbersome.
Yeah.
And that's really been a game changer for me. I mean, all the above, the lighting, everything has been important. Script writing, you and I have sat down and have gone over that quite a few times as well. So, creating the correct words and way to grab attention and deliver your message in a proper way. So, there's been a number of things, obviously, that's affected me in a positive way.
Awesome. Erik, thank you so much for taking the time and for talking about our program. Really appreciate you, man.
No, I love being here. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Awesome, man.
I started rambling, but there is really just so much on there.
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, it's good shit, dude.
Yeah.
You're growing quite a bit in it, huh?
Yeah, we are. It's partially why, dude. It's part. I feel like I was, like a moment of vulnerability. I was for the last few days, I feel very. It's tough because I don't feel it's hard, and this is why I need to make changes delegating my sales and marketing for Made You Look, and I'm just in a spot. It's like that bell curve where I have to now, and I'm also having to hire salespeople for the agency. I don't feel like I'm doing either one of them very much justice by doing them both, and so it's just, man, it's a struggle from just a time standpoint.
I get you.
Yeah, I want to do both really, 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 really well, and I want to be able to dedicate as much as I possibly can to both. It's just hard because each one pulls in a different direction. And so trying to delegate things out and get things to a spot to where I can breathe a little bit would be nice.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, and that is a constant struggle. But it'll be nice once you get it kind of up and running. You're at the ground level building all these things, so
Yeah, for sure.
exciting though. A lot of momentum.
Never a good thing to start two things at once.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. I gotta prep for this call here in 30 minutes for an alpha call. So, yeah, I'll try to have this stuff for you here.
Okay, I'll go in and update, and then let me know if you need anything else. And then also, I know you're going to San Francisco, but let's get another time. I want to talk to you about that alpha class that you had us fill out information for.
Yeah.
Want to pick your brain on some of that stuff too, and see what it entails and all of that as well. So
for sure.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
All right, hang in there.
Talk to you later.
Bye.